Hey guys, millions of them are destroying farms, causing more than $500 million, 0 cents in damage each year. But what happens when farmers fight modern technology? Think fencing is all it takes to keep these invasive pests out? Check out the video. In the heart of Texas, where the skyline is wide open, a tense hunt between hunters and wild hogs is underway. A helicopter hovers overhead, its rotor blades beating steadily. Below, a thermal camera spots a herd of giant wild hogs, 300-pound beasts, charging through the fields. You're witnessing the biggest hunt in Texas, so keep your eyes on the screen. From the helicopter, a hunter aims an AR-15, taking down hogs with precision. Why hunt by helicopter? Wild boars are not as easy to catch as they used to be. These wild boars are smart, they are ruthless. They can destroy a field in a matter of hours. And we don't have time to wait. I've tried everything, said one seasoned hunter. At the same time, a helicopter gives you an aerial view, the speed to chase the wild boars, and the chance to take out the herd before they disperse and disappear. Meanwhile, the AR-15 is the weapon of choice for wild boar hunting there, because it is light, accurate, and stable, even when the helicopter is shaking. In 2023, Texas reported more than 2.5 million feral hogs, causing $2.5 billion, 0 cents in damage to agriculture annually. Helicopters have become an important tool in keeping up with the devastation. Not all hunters can afford to rent a helicopter to hunt feral hogs. So that's where bow hunters come in, hiding under large trees and using decoys to time their shots. Hunters can hunt close to home and farm using bows and arrows. Bow hunting has the advantage of being invisible, making no noise that could catch feral hogs off guard. Bow hunting is growing in popularity with more than 10,000 licensed bow hunters in Texas by 2024, many of whom hunt feral hogs to protect local farms. Wild boar hunting is not an easy task. The authorities require hunters to have skills and thorough preparation. They learn how to control the plane, calculate the wind and speed, and most importantly, practice the ability to shoot accurately in difficult conditions while moving. As for bow hunters, the training process can last longer, usually from 3 to 6 months, to practice the ability to hunt accurately, especially when the target moves quickly, like wild boar. How much time will you spend practicing before participating in a hunt like this? But why go through all this effort? The answer lies in the damage these hogs cause. In Texas, nighttime footage shows them tearing up cornfields, destroying fences, and destroying water tanks. They often attack in large packs. They cost Texas farmers millions of dollars a year, and no one is paying for it. I lost my pumpkin patch one night, one frustrated farmer shared. Feral hogs destroy 10 to 20% of Texas's crops each year, and livestock attacks have increased by 15% since 2020. Hunters in Texas have the freedom to fight back, but not without rules. You can hunt more freely here than anywhere else, but freedom doesn't mean chaos. Helicopters require a license. Pilots require certification. Paperwork, safety checks and legal briefings are required before wild boar hunting. Bow hunters have more freedom on private land, but one mistake can land them in court. Wild hog hunting in Texas can be a great learning experience. Comment below what you think of this video and let us know if you have any tips. As dawn broke, the hunter walked deep into the forest, where wild boars often hid in the dense undergrowth. With years of experience, he knew that the opportunity to shoot came only in the blink of an eye. A herd of boars could scatter immediately after the first shot, requiring absolute precision. Hunters consider their weapon choice carefully. Lighter calibers have their own disadvantages, which require a high level of skill to compensate for. In such situations, they can get a few more follow-up shots with the R-15 before the herd disappears into the deep woods. Such a gun has a good shoulder grip, less vibration, is easy to handle in a concealed position, and has enough stopping power fast enough to seize the decisive moment. Adding to the mystery of hunting is the legal landscape. In some southern states like Texas, wild hog hunting is widely practiced on private land with few restrictions, while on public land there are still specific permit requirements and restrictions. That's why gun enthusiasts love hog hunting. Wild hogs are not bound by many hunting regulations, meaning you can hunt them with whatever you want. And what do the experts say about hunting wild boar on remote hilltops? It all comes down to the fact that wild boars have excellent hearing and smell, but poor eyesight. That's why stalking wild boars after spotting them from a road or remote hilltop is a popular method. Locating wild boars in open farmland requires a fair amount of time spent looking with a thermal scope. Check water sources frequented by the pigs early in the day and rice paddies in the late evening. They don't stay in one place for long, but with a favourable wind, you can cross open ground towards them within rifle range. The hardest thing every hunter has to overcome on a hunting trip is when a wild boar charges, leaving no room for composure but for reflexes. A 250 plus pound male charges at nearly 30 miles per hour, enough to break a small tree trunk. The hunter doesn't run, he leans, pressed against the tree trunk, waiting for the moment the boar shows its chest. That encounter is a fine line between experience and instinct. During the hunting season, thanks to his skills of dodging and choosing the right angle, he has brought down 17 adult wild boars and returned home safely. Every hunt has its reasons. Wild hogs were brought to America for display and sport, but humans misjudged their survival power. They tore through fences, overturned trash cans, and tore through gardens and park lawns. A herd of more than 30 once swarmed through a residential area in San Antonio, Texas, causing panic and car crashes. Hunting became the only way to control them, but greed and the thrill of hunting made things worse, with many people deliberately releasing hogs into new areas to have something to hunt. This war is not just against wild hogs, but a wake-up call about how out of control humans have become. We must stop the spread and indiscriminate hunting and learn to restore balance instead of just pulling the trigger. Imagine standing on a barren land while a reptile measuring more than 10 feet long and weighing nearly 200 pounds lurks nearby. Komodo dragons are apex predators, equipped with large teeth and saliva containing toxic bacteria that can cause infection. A bite can not only injure, but also knock down livestock. Farmers here know the price. Komodo attacks wipe out goats, pigs, and even cattle each year, costing millions of dollars in damage. The animals cannot roam unchecked. To address this problem, the Indonesian government has come up with a bold but cautious strategy of controlled hunting. This is not a hunt for fun, but a mission to protect the community and maintain ecological balance. Each year, only 60 to 120 hunting permits are issued by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, depending on the number of Komodo dragons and the state of the environment. The hunters chosen are not daredevils, but experienced people who understand their responsibilities. Hunting a Komodo isn't a casual pursuit. Teams of 4 to 5 hunters carry high-powered rifles, weapons chosen for accuracy and stopping power. The dry season, from April to October, is peak time, when scarce food pushes Komodos closer to bait. Hunters use goat or pig meat, knowing the dragon's sense of smell can detect carrion from over 6 miles away. But don't think it's easy. When a dragon appears, things get tense. They can charge at terrifying speeds, and a swipe of their tail can send you flying several yards. Hunting teams are divided into 1 shooter, 2 spotters, and the rest ready to respond. Aim for their weak spots, where a well-placed shot can end things quickly. But the slightest mistake can be disastrous. The Komodo dragon hunt is not only a story of survival, but also a lesson in responsibility. Thanks to the controlled hunting program, attacks on humans have decreased by more than 30%, and livestock losses have decreased by 75%. Local farmers can now raise their animals with peace of mind, and the regional economy is slowly recovering. More importantly, the Komodo dragon population has remained stable, ensuring that this natural icon will continue to survive. What makes this hunt special? It is a combination of courage, discipline, and respect for the animal. The hunters not only face danger but also carry on a mission to protect both people and nature. The Komodo dragon, the symbol of Indonesia, is a reminder that sometimes, to protect life, we have to make difficult choices. If you didn't know, Indonesia's policy to protect Komodo dragons is among the strictest in the world. Illegal hunting inside Komodo National Park is considered a serious crime, carrying prison terms of 7 to 15 years and fines of about $10,000, 0 cents, to $50,000, 0 cents. All trade, whether live dragon, skins or bones, is banned under CITES Appendix. Only scientists with special permits from the Ministry of Environment and Forestry are allowed access, and even they must operate under strict supervision.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.